What's up with the YouTube? Y'all know who it is, man. I am back with another video, man, for you guys. Before we get into this video, if you ain't already part of the family, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Consider joining the family, man. A whole bunch of dog business when I turn this camera on. So we're gonna get right into the video, man. I don't have the dogs out right now. I'm gonna go ahead and, well, they actually eating. So I'm gonna go ahead and let them out here in a second, so they can do their thing or whatever. But we're gonna jump right into this video, man. When should you breed your dog? I be seeing a lot of people having either small litters or, you know what I'm saying, no litters at all. Their dogs not taken because they're not breeding their dogs at the right levels. Excuse me, guys. Out of my however long I've been doing this, over 10-year experience, I've only had one dog not take, guys. One dog that didn't take from breeding, and it wasn't because that I didn't breed her at the right number. It was because they were doing too much, man. Ducky, y'all. If y'all go back and looking for that video, Ducky did not take because they split the semen between two females, for one, and then for two, they put an extender in her portion of the semen. Well, they put an extender in both of them because they only pulled 4 cc's from the male, and they split those up, 2 cc's each, which is enough to get a dog pregnant, don't get me wrong. But when you add that extender, it kills the sperm. You only put an extender in there when you're shipping to keep the sperm alive, while shipping. So you'll have that overnight shipping. The extender is for shipping only. It's not supposed to put, you're not supposed to put an extender in, the semen while you're doing the live breeding. So that's another story, but only one dog, man. Only one dog I had that didn't take. But I'm gonna let y'all check these bulls out, and then we're gonna get right into the video. Alright, guys, I'm doing something a little different this time, man. Excuse me, y'all. Got me a little new toy I'm gonna try out for this video, but as y'all can see, we up in the air, man, and there goes Bella. We got the bulls out. So there go Bella. She actually scared of this thing. When it get too close to her, she was trying to run from it. But yeah, I'm just gonna be showing the bulls, flying around the little drone or whatever. Quality of it, man, it's okay, I guess. Let me know what y'all think, if y'all see something different than what I'm seeing. But they go Offset, and then we got Lola in the cut. You dig? Scavenging, probably. Man, hopefully this girl took, man, to those lamb chop puppies, man. I mean, lamb chop breed. We got some lamb chop puppies on the way, man. Everything is looking good. All the signs are there so far. But we just gonna pray for a successful litter, you dig? Copping a squat. And he just shooting them turds out. Loose booty. There go Bella again, man. Bella's coming along really nicely, y'all. I think she like 7 months, 8 months, something like that. Yeah, she 8 months this month, August. She 8 months. Looking good. But yeah, man, just flying this thing on drone around, trying to get used to the controls and stuff like that. I flew it yesterday, so I got a little experience, you feel me? But yeah, y'all see the bulls just playing around, man, enjoying the weather. Is wasn't too hot this morning, man. It's been like 80 degrees at 6 o'clock in the morning out here in Texas, man. This Texas heat is a different kind of heat, man. Really different kind of heat. But do y'all see the structure on Lola though, man? Lola is hard. I said, get out the camera, bro. What are you doing? Y'all, my boy got a 6-piece on the way, man. 6+ on the way. I'm so proud of that boy, man. That boy been working his butt off, man. I'm so proud. Look at Bella scare herself. Yeah, the quality looks pretty cool, man. It was probably like 7 o'clock in the morning. Bella looking pretty good. Can't wait to breed her the offset, man. That's gonna be a hard litter. Produce some stuff with that. My boy gonna produce his first litter of Merles with Bella. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Just letting her grow out, letting her mature till she ready. Cause that second time she bleed, she getting bred. Lola. Man, I done seen a lot of big ropes, man, and Lola is the best big rope that I've seen, structure-wise, in females. Shout out to Texas Elite, Envious Frenchies, man, again for letting us use that boy Lamb Chop. They got a big rope, platinum big rope over there. He hard too, but man, Lola is a nice dog. Showing y'all my neighborhood, man. It's a neighborhood. Just playing with this drone, man, like a kid, you feel me? Just doing it as an adult. But this ain't no kid drone, man. This an expensive drone. It's the DJI Mavic. But yeah, man, I'm gonna be filming a lot of stuff with this. Excuse me, y'all. I'm laying in the bed doing the voiceover. So yeah, it's 8 o'clock in the morning now. Y'all can see us walking back towards the house now. And I'm just playing with them, but y'all get the picture, man. Y'all see the bulls. Let me see. I think pretty her scared, but yeah, look at the structure on her. If I can pan the camera, look at that structure, man. Lola is gonna be well, it's gonna be. Lola is a hard dog, man. But yeah, we making it back to the house now, so it's about to end. So yeah, man, just wanted to give y'all a little footage, of the bulls. Just wanted to give you guys some different type of footage, man. I did buy me a new toy, so that was my drone, man. I got DJI Mavic, and it works pretty good to me. How y'all think? Tell me what y'all think about the quality of the video, man. But yeah, let's jump right into this. When should you breed your female? I got Lola out here with me for an example. Well, she just wants to be out here with me, but I will use her as an example. When we bred Lola, she was actually at when I got her tested. When I got Lola tested, she was at like a 12 or something like that, 13, something like that. You always want to do progesterone testing on your females. Always. Never go without progesterone. Never go off of, she's flagging or anything like that, because a dog is going to flag throughout her heat cycle anyway. Dogs even flag when they're not in heat. So never go off of she just flagging. Never count days, or never go off of counted days. You're supposed to count your days, but you're not supposed to go off of counting days. Always, guys, and I mean always, get a PG test on your female, man. That will let you know when she's ovulating. So when we bred her twice. She was at a 13 now. And didn't do an ovulation test or progesterone test the second time before the second breeding because we already knew she had ovulated from the first progesterone test. So anything over a 13, they want it. Some say 12, but I say 13. If it's like a 13, you can start breeding that next day. I would start breeding the next day. You could breed the same day because semen lives up in the female up to 48 hours. So if you bred her at a 12, it would travel, it would stay in her for about 2 days. And by that time she had been ovulated, she would have ovulated by then. But anything over, my general rule of thumb is 13 and up. For AIs, surgical numbers, the higher she is in level, then, surgical, because I bred a female at a 24. She was at a 24, which those could be surgical numbers, which I did 3 AIs on and she had 10 puppies. You know what I'm saying? So, you want to make sure you're breeding your female at ovulation, because if you're not, man, it could cause you to have small litters, man. 1 or 2 puppies or 3 puppies, 4 puppies, you know what I'm saying? So the longer you wait in progesterone levels, the higher your chances are of getting a bigger litter. And I say that because, like I said, I bred at a 24 and had 10 puppies. I bred at a 13 and had 5 puppies, 4 puppies. A pretty black. She was ready to breed in 2 days after I got her tested. She was at like 11 or something like that. So I bred her 2 days after progesterone testing, which is at like maybe 13, 14, 15, anywhere from like 13 to we're gonna say anywhere from 13 to 20, because they levels can spike overnight. You never know. But I didn't have to get her tested again because I knew her ovulation started 48 hours after I did the progesterone test, and she was at an 11. So always, man, I can't stress this enough. Always get your female's progesterone tested. Now, to avoid having to spend so much money on progesterone testing, I wait at least 10 to 12 days after bleeding. After the first sight of blood, I wait at least 10 to 12 days before I get my first progesterone test. Now, when I first jumped in it, man, when I first started doing progesterone testing, man, the most I've done was like 5 on one female, and that was on Panda. And I just kept going back, because they'll tell you, bring her back, retest in 2 days, retest in a day, retest in 3 days, retest, So I kept retesting, man, and I was like, man, I'm spending too much money. So I waited a couple days, and when I took her back, she was at a 24. That was like, breed immediately. So I'm like, dang. So she could have been ready, I had just had to do the math on days. But anyway, once they get over a certain level, probably like 20, they start spiking. They start really going up real fast. So, to avoid from having to spend so much on progesterone testing, guys, get your female tested 7 to 10 days for y'all. But I wait at least 10 to 12 days after the first sight of blood. I get my first test done. And by that time, if she's not ready, she's almost ready. So I don't have to do more than 2 progesterone tests. My last breedings with Lola, did 1 progesterone test. Pretty Black, 1 progesterone test. Who was that? Chocolate, 1 progesterone test. Nova, 1 progesterone test. And Ducky, we did 2. I did 1. She was at a 5. I took her back. I waited. I took her back. She was at 13. She was ready to breed that day. Unfortunately, she did not take, but like I said earlier, they split the semen up, put extender in it. As y'all can tell, I'm only doing 1 progesterone test. 1 or 2 progesterone tests per female. I'm not going back doing a whole bunch of progesterone testing, trying to see when my dog's ovulating, because I wait, guys. I wait. Because, the heat cycle, when they swell for about a week, then they bleed for about a week, and then they breed for about a week. That is my experience. experience. Now, there is a technical amount of days, like a certain amount of days that the heat cycle lasts, and I believe it is 21 days. I believe the extras, it's something like that. But it is a certain amount of days that it lasts. But me, what I do, even though it varies from female to female, 7 days of swelling, 7 days of bleeding, 7 days of breeding. That is my theory. That is how I breed. You know, it may be different from you. You know your female. Watch your female. Whenever she starts bleeding, you want to count from those days. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to. As soon as she starts bleeding, you don't want to take her in for a PG test because she haven't done anything yet. So you want to wait at least 7 days, guys. At least 7 days. At least a week. Wait before you start testing. Even then, she won't be ready. You know what I'm saying? I've seen instances where a female wasn't ready for about 15 days, about almost 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it varies from female to female. But going off of that first progesterone test, if your dog is like a 2 or 3, wait about 4 or 5 days before you take it back. Do not retest in 2 days, because you have to think, like, you can have 7 days of breeding. So if you miss 2 or 3 days, you know what I'm saying, you still got 4 or 5 days to breed. So you don't have to be in such a rush to breed, you know what I'm saying? Because anywhere from a 13 all the way up to a 24, which is my experience, could be higher, you can breed your female with AI intake, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, don't be in such a rush to breed your female, man. Just take your time. 7 days of bleeding, swelling, 7 days of bleeding, 7 days of breeding, you know what I'm saying? So, always get a progesterone test done on your female, because you want your female to have a pretty big litter and you want to be successful. So after you get that, progesterone test, they'll let you know when it's safe to breed, and then you go from there. Whether it be AI, you're testing to do AI or surgical. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really does natural breeding with these kind of dogs anyway. Some people do. They'll take that male and they'll guide the male inside and then allow for a natural tie to happen. That's just causing a lot of stress on the dogs, you know what I'm saying? So it's way easier to do an AI, or some people like doing surgicals. Me personally, I don't like surgicals because I don't want to cut my dog twice. They already got to go in for a C-section. So cutting them, open them up before a C-section doesn't really make sense to me. So they cut on them twice. I don't like that. So I just rather do AI and get it over with. And if you go to the right person, you know what I'm saying, AI is going to take. Nova, she was bred twice. AI didn't take. I took her to a guy that knows what he's doing. AI, we did 2 AIs. The first AI, she took off. I'm pretty sure because the second one that we did, his semen wasn't potent. You know, he didn't have that many swimmers in his semen because he was over here trying to hump on, who was that? Bella, I believe, was in heat, and he was trying to get Bella, so he was using all of his swimmers that he had, and I wasn't giving him sardines to regenerate them, but so he was just using all his swimmers. So when it was time for him to really breed, he wasn't producing much. So if she did take off of that, it wasn't much, but she got 6+ puppies, so I know she had to take out the first one because the first one was cloudy. He was ready the first time. Just like when I bred them the chocolate, when they was ready, they pulled 6 cc's from him. They split 6 cc's, 3 and 3, but no extender. You know what I'm saying? So, because we bred 2 females at the same time with chocolate. On the first day we did, then we skipped a couple days. We skipped 2 days and bred chocolate by herself, and then bred the other female diamond by herself. So, we're waiting on them to be confirmed. Nova is confirmed. And we're just waiting on the other dogs to come in heat. But man, boy, Offset is off to a great start, man. I can't wait for this Nova litter to drop. Man, we got some big things. Some big things happening for the camp, man. For real. I got rid of or co-own a lot of my dogs out. Let a lot of dogs go out. But the same, more than I let go out, I got more than I let go out coming back in. So, in puppy form. and it's all off of my boy Offset. So that's who I'm building my yard around. I'm allowing him to show himself, to prove himself worthy to be, you know, top stud of the camp. So I believe in my boy. I saw what he can do the first go round. Unfortunately, that puppy did not make it, but I saw what he can do, and now I'm just waiting on these other dogs to take, and a lot of more dogs to come in heat, so we can continue to breed. His first female will be going back to him, so I will have the first two times Offset, and it will be inbred as well. So yeah, man, I got some things planned, man, but y'all take it easy, man. I'm about to get off this thing. Just wanted to touch on that subject, man. When you breed your female, again, always get a progesterone test done to let you know when your female is ovulating. Till next time, guys, peace.